I wasn't ready for this. I was not ready for this. I saw it coming. I saw it coming before the show even came out. I still wasn't ready. It determines no matter how much you foresee something, you just can't avoid the inevitable. You just can't. And this episode was just, it felt that way. Just, I think we all can agree that most of us have been there, you know. You're with someone you know for all your life, and you see them going through this bad medical condition, and there's nothing you can do about it but keep on that smile, try your best to ease the burden, but eventually that time will come for some of us, and it worries us, you know. It really is, you know, for those who are very sensitive as well, you know. It's part of life, unfortunately, but this, man, damn. So, anyways, mine is it's been a year since she's been here now, an entire year, and it's winter again. And in winter, she's always sick in winter. But this time, she's discovering more and more about the reason. But now she knows the reason. She's trying her best to suppress the devouring. But it's still not working because she's been in bed for 3 days straight. 3 days straight. And listening to what Frida said, and I will repeat what she said, that it doesn't really happen to you when you're motivated, you know? Only when you're like negative thoughts, anxiety, or something like that is when the devouring really activates to put a strong hold on you, which we have seen throughout the show. But when she's motivated and she's ongoing, and she's focused on something, it doesn't happen to her. It's a very mysterious kind of fever, don't you think? But it still not works. And I was mentioned to get the magical tool. And yes, I remember one of the comments from last week said that it is the tools that's the bigger problem. You could say that, but at the same time, it still costs money. This is something that not anyone can have because the cost of money, especially someone in poverty, it still costs money. So yeah, it's hard to get the tool, and since it's hard to get the tool is going to cost a lot of money. I'm sorry, that's just how it is, man. So it's a money problem and getting your hands on a tool problem. But at the end of the day, it's still a money problem. You still pay someone to get it for you. To get the thing, it's still very expensive. So she has to really invest into business. She has to find other ways to make different items, different ideas for these people. Which goes back in the first episode where that one dude was reading her memories, saying how she came up with all these ideas. All these ideas we thought it was just to get her hands on a book. But no, it's more than that, you know? Because her original goal was to get her hands on the book, but she can make her own book now. But even with that, she needs to live long enough to make a book. So her main goal, her initiative, and I like these izakais where they go to another world and they learn a lot of amazing lessons, but at the same time, their initial train of thought changes completely. Like her main thing was to get her hands on a book. And she can do that. But however, it changed because of something else that happens with the world itself. She's learned to grow attached to these characters, to these people who were once strangers to her, but are now like family and friends to her. So, of course, she doesn't want to die. She doesn't want to die yet. Hell, she doesn't want to die probably 10 years from now either. She finally has a reason to live. You know, she has people who will miss her if she dies. So therefore, she is motivated. So, another news, the shampoo was not working, which, another thing with resources, making things really does require certain objects. Sometimes you can't substitute for certain things. You just can't. And as was a perfect example was the shampoo. You know, they were using smooth rags, and because they're using smooth rags, the shampoo was not coming out, filtering the right way. You need a rough rag in order for it to work, and therefore it was not working. The shampoo was not coming out the way it needed to do. And this is a good example of something I did when I was at my screen printing job. Is there's 2 different kinds of screens. Well, 3, technically, that most screen printers use. There's the jumbo one we use for big things for the automatic. Then there's the regular mesh screens, and there's the high mesh screens, which are green, or sometimes they're very silky. people will ask you, what's the difference between the ones? But I can't just use any one you want to. The regular mesh and the high mesh screens are completely different because one adds on detail, meaning it won't have that strong, bold, and cover as the original screen would, but instead it'll have more abstracted detail, like you're trying to make a mountain with lots of rough detail inside of it. That's the high mesh screen is for. While the regular mesh screen is for hard color. For instance, something like this right here requires high mesh. This is a darkened color, so it requires a low mesh screen, a regular screen. So there's a big difference. And when I tell people that, they're very amazed that, people thought it's just, one color, or they just do it by heat press. Not everything's heat press. Some things, it requires that manual paint stroking when you're doing the screens on whether it's on an automatic or a manual screen printing machine. It takes a lot of work. Well, anyways, another one of the main flaws pop out again, where she delivers too much information. She, like I said, doesn't think before she speaks. And because of that, it makes a lot of people suspicious about her. First, it was Lutz, but Lutz got over it, and he learned to accept Mai for who she is now. But as for other people, she don't know how they will react to it. Everyone reacts differently. So because of that, when Ben was catching on, he okay, who are you? So she's like, oh crap, we have another Lutz moment again? Nah. She says, I can't tell you that. Not all gold and money in the world. I cannot tell you. He just can't. So she asked him, are you going to throw me away because you see me as I'm a little bit creepy? He said, no. I'm a businessman. You're way too valuable. And what's something I like about businessman? He uses common sense more than he will use his feeling. He'll use his brain, which is good. He's like, I don't care what you are. You make me money, so I do not care. So good job, Mr. Benno. But as for mine, she really needs to think before she speaks. Don't give out the information. And not just to cover up your identity, but also to not just sell your information out to your business associates. Because time and talk is money. So when you give out information, they can use that information. So instead, you got paid for it, as they clearly said. And he gave her 3 small gold coins for it. Because you just don't blab that stuff out. Because that's valuable information to help out another business. You just can't do that stuff. So anyways, some more time passes. They're making paper, they're making hairpins. Lutz's family, and especially his mom, the brothers didn't care about it until they realized they didn't get paid for doing it, which she called the rush something. I can't remember fully, but it was rush. And with that, of course, paying someone will make people more motivated to do work for you, instead of just saying, hey, can you do this for me as a favor? Especially a family member. Now, the mom is a bit worried because she feels like con men are, business people are cons. They're no good. They're always scheming. It's a very unstable way of making money. You don't have any back foundation. You don't have that you are always guaranteed to make money no matter where you're at, because when you're doing a regular job, the 9 to 5, you're guaranteed to make your money. You're being paid by the hour. Compared to being paid by salary, who knows if you can get paid? Business not be doing so well for you, so you're not making much money. So when we're gonna go back on, that's what you gotta save. So therefore, when you do things don't go well, make sure you have savings. Nice bit of savings. So anyways, despite everything that's happening, mine is still suffering even worse because she can't keep the box closed anymore. She can't do it. The magic is getting too big and it's about to overflow. And to the point where even when she's feeling jiffy and very motivated, she still falls down. And it's just, oh my god. It's just, please don't let nothing happen to my baby. But nah, nothing's gonna bad happen to her just yet, because we got all the way to episode 14 for the season. Come on. So she's just having some hard things. Even the moment with her and Lutz, when Lutz was carrying her and he felt very sad about the thing, even that right there got to me. Oh my god, man, make these feels stop. Jesus. But nonetheless, man, like I said, this is definitely, without a doubt, in my opinion, which will soon become fact, this is the best isekai of the year, in my opinion. It's great, you know. It doesn't go overboard. It doesn't fall the cliche. It's just nice, people. It's good. I love it so much. So, anyways, it's good to be back. It's good to be back on regular schedule for once because holidays, man. When you're a contractor, you don't know what your schedule's gonna be like sometimes, man. You be all over the place. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrown on Anime, signing out.